Oh, no. Who saw that coming?
Happy today, pal. How are you?
Greetings, my brother. How we doing?
I don't remember what day it is. That's why I said happy today. I think it's Thursday. I don't know. Listen,
It's in the middle of the week. I can tell you that.
midweek. Yeah, midweek. All right, listen. let's not beep around. Two things I want to start off with. I want to get right into it. I want to just chit chat right away. Okay? Is that okay? I mean,
Fine by me.
first off, I want to just say this little message. Okay? Hello to this guy. Hello.
The Barefoot Bar Box sponsor poacher.
We see you. We see you, pal. We know you're still watching. All right.
How are those burner accounts doing?
Yeah, we see your burner account, okay? Hi. Thank you for my hat.
You're very welcome.
I love the air holes.
I put those in special. I had a hole punch.
No, it feels cool. You know, you don't feel like you can feel the quality of it because a lot of times when you punch like that, you can feel it, but it's very smooth. But the thing that I was most impressed with is the inside of the cap. Right?
Yeah, it's very
it's all pool terms. Let me read it to you.
Everything's logoed out.
Yours doesn't look like mine.
Well, it's got those same holes, but
but you got the writing in there.
Yeah, it's just in brown.
Oh, okay. But it says this one's the best one. Just the tip.
Yeah.
Haven't played in forever. Off the rail. Nice break. 9-ball. No talking while shooting. I think that's a nice little touch, you know?
Yeah, it adds something. It's not just a cheap shit pool ad. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, diamond logo all in it, like where it would normally say like 47 or whatever.
And I got this great Derby City long sleeve.
Ooh, I made it too tight. All right, I got a haircut, so I don't mind taking the hat off now, but...
Jamie, in case you're wondering, I had to share the wealth with my brother here.
Yeah, because I didn't get a box.
He's waiting on his box, man.
I like when I do that. I didn't get a box. Yeah, so this is a nice hat.
Jamie, you've even made our business card. So let's box this man.
You took my thunder. Because I had a look at what Rob made for his birthday from me. I want to do my shout out now. I don't want to wait to the end. I want to do my shout out now.
Blow your shout out
all week to do my shout out to my friend Rob for his birthday. He thinks I didn't know. He thinks I forgot. I didn't. I purposely didn't reach out to him on his birthday. Purposely. So that I can make him the shout out this week. Purposely I did that.
You see, I thought you just forgot because even my brother forgot, and that
I didn't forget. I didn't forget. All I kept saying to myself is, best shout out ever. Best shout out ever. Look, I'm doing it at the beginning of the show, not at the end.
Last week you shout out my dad. This week me. Fuck. People are gonna think we're friends.
We're not. We're not friends. That makes me sad. Is this just business? All right, let's get into it.
We talk more than female school children.
And sometimes we do, not always. Don't say that. I mean, you're going to start rumors about us.
And then I'll have to steal sponsors from you.
I think the weird thing is when we talk, because we start talking about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. It'll pop off from anywhere from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
There's no rules in our chats.
Yeah, it's weird the times that we talk. All right. One subject this week. Tell the folks at home what we're talking about.
We're talking about the big Matchroom event hosted by my woman, Emily, the European Open.
She's not your woman.
She's my woman.
My woman. She's my woman.
We can share her like Chinese finger cuffs.
I think her birthday is next month, and I remember I have that birthday picture.
Well, I'm sure she'll take a selfie for that occasion.
That birthday picture that I've been saving. You kids at home will be very happy. Rob, as much as he hates her, still likes that picture. I know he does. Rob, Jayson Shaw, yapping at the mouth. Jayson Shaw, yapping at the mouth. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, you know what? I really like Jayson Shaw. There's times at the end of the year when he's shitting on Team USA where I'm like, fuck this guy. But 364 days of the year, it's like, man, I'm such a fan of his. I wish he would fare better in his season, but I'm still a fan of Jayson Shaw. Hey, nobody works harder than Jayson Shaw. I will say that without fail. Nobody works harder than Jayson Shaw.
I used to think that he was the biggest douchebag in the world, and then I met him. I've told you that story 100 times.
That's all it
I met
takes.
him, and he's the coolest dude ever, bro. I think social media wise, he comes off poorly, but I think if you're too nice or too fake or what, it's all bullshit. He's as real as it comes, but he doesn't really like. If you don't know what we're talking about at home, you probably don't. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. Jayson was talking trash on filler, and I love that. I think that stuff does well, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but you got to back it up.
Does it have what? Yeah,
you got to back it up though.
Listen, we busted on Tyler last week about him and John Mora. That's different because he doesn't have the credibility to do that.
Yeah,
where Jayson does. Right?
He's never went out and took over a match and had a whole room just riding on his back.
Yeah, and Jayson has a personality, and he's known to have that personality. The other guy doesn't have. Tyler doesn't have the resume to be a trash talker. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking about this last week. You know, the top 5. I think somebody might, if somebody just saw me how I bust on him so much, I think somebody would think that I like hate him. I don't hate him because I don't know him personally, right? I'm just not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of his antics, right? He makes it so difficult to cheer for him. I want to cheer for him. He represents Team USA, right? He just does a lot of knucklehead things, but I do knucklehead things too. But I don't dislike him as far as personally. I don't know him personally. I mean, I know many pool players personally. Yeah. But if you're gonna be a trash talker, you got to be able to back it up. Jayson Shaw does, you know. So I like it. You know, Deshane was a trash talker. I love Deshane.
Oh yeah. But he was the best in the world at that time.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody better. Right. Yeah. There wasn't a Josh Filler hanging around.
You could say Earl's a trash talker, a different type of trash talker.
Yeah.
But he's from a different generation, right? So I think trash talking is cool. I think it's cool, and I also think the game needs more of it.
Oh yeah, it's a part of the game. It's something that's in my game. If you're playing me for money, you're going to get barked at, and I'm going to make sure you know it. And I think barking is an art that's forgotten in today's robotic players.
Yeah. You certainly want to show sportsmanship, right? Good sportsmanship, but every other professional sport has barking. Yeah. Chirping, you know.
You think Kobe was one of the best there was? You think him or Jordan shut up for 1 minute?
Yeah,
Hell
no. Yeah. So, what was your take on the event as a whole?
On the event, you know what, I have players that obviously, when you see the roster, you kind of know who's going to be in the last day. But for me, I have guys that I like to ride with. Specifically the Hong Kong boys like Loho Sum and Robbie Capito. Watching them, get to the round of 32, and then something that Loho Sum's never been. I think he said 64, but I'll give him credit. Watching him get to the final 8, that's special. And I think that stands out for me personally. But any event with Josh Filler, love him, hate him, you watch him play, and he's mesmerizing. It's something like you just can't get over how good this kid is at, what is he, 27, 28 years old, and he's not even a man yet, and he's so good.
Yeah. The funny or maybe the cool thing is that we could talk about Filler and how good he is for days, right? And then we can flip the coin and talk about Gorst and how good he is for days.
Yeah.
And can we think back to, I guess if we said maybe in the 80s it would be Efren and Earl. But,
Yeah.
Efren was so much, you would say Efren was so much better, but Earl's got the titles too. So I guess it has happened.
That's something I pointed out before. It's people were making a big deal about the Reyes Cup and all that. Well, you can't have one without the other, and Efren doesn't have the same amount of hardware that Earl has. Maybe there should have been a Strickland Cup first.
He actually doesn't.
Yeah, and that's a hard fact that people don't know.
I've thought about this actually in the past. I don't know if you and I have ever talked about it, but I have thought about it in the past. Where when you look at Efren's record, it's nowhere near as good as Earl's. So, but somebody could say Efren was a money player, but Earl was a money player too, right? But Efren played in a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Is it part of it is his personality? The thing is I've never heard a pro player knock Efren or ever said anything about Efren not being the best player. So is it that he has like these moments? And I'm not taking anything away from Efren, and I'm not trying to say he's not the best ever. But is it because he brought so much to the game, or changed the game, or had such an influence on the game that made him have that Babe Ruth spot?
I think his standout moments, like you see that one of the most famous clips you'll ever see is his Z shot.
Yeah.
And I think his standout moments spoke louder than, however many U.S. Opens Earl has, or how good Buddy Hall was, or Pretty Boy Floyd, or these guys that were historic in pool. There was no social media, and maybe in the small amount of clips that Efren has, maybe he was just around at the right time and pulled off these miraculous moments for him to have that lore that he has now.
Right. The other thing that you could argue now is that the pockets they were playing on were so much bigger back then, right?
Buckets, yeah.
Buckets. So if Filler or Gorst or both of them continue on the same path, as far as winning that they are, do they surpass? Let's say Filler and Gorst stay at the same winning percentage they're at now. Would you say in 20 years either one of them would surpass Efren?
Of course. I think there's so many more events now to where it's this guy's a multi-time this and a multi-time that. Whereas those guys, I mean, they had the Camel Tour briefly, and the handful of events that were in here in the country. But so yeah, definitely, they put together a body of 10, 15 years. It's going to look like they're going to dwarf everything that Earl did and those guys way back when.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on the Efren topic, because that wasn't even in the plan. But
this is the beauty and the dynamic of our show. It can go anywhere.
We just have a basic framework of what we do, right? And then we can go off on any topic. Maybe that's why nobody watches us, because we don't. I don't know.
Well, look, we got 100 years between us, and it's how much pool have me and you been around? Not a lot of people can say that.
I want to say I'm not, because I don't watch everyone, but anytime that he has somebody that interests me, so I don't want to say a good guest, because they're all good guests, but you never know what Rogan's going to talk about at any given time.
Yeah.
He's got some of the most, he's a great interviewer. He's got some of the most interesting people on the show. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. Well, we'll get better. The number of views last week were pretty good. I'm not mad about them. You know? And you know what? The thing is we don't even care. We care. Why put the effort in? But because we want people to watch. But the fact of the matter is, I'm okay just talking to you because it's no different than any other conversation. We just record it and share our
Yeah,
conversation with other people, right?
I think that's
All
what
right.
it's always been about.
So, uh, getting back to the European Open, how about Oy being there at the end? How about that?
He's good. He's like Dennis Grabbe. Like when he's on, he's on. But most of the time he's off, and he's another one of those guys. Like you can't help but not to like because he's filled with personality and he's got like a boyhood charm to him. But yeah, it's there's moments where he's on and you think like, wow, dude, this guy can really go somewhere. But then he kind of fades away.
Speaking of Grabe, he shared the video that I posted of him the other day. So Dennis Grabe, this is your official invitation to join us next week.
Join
Preferably
us.
the time we record. But if we need to be up in the middle of the night for you. So Dennis Grabe, this is your official invitation. I think he'll come on. He's a good guy. I've
Yeah.
interviewed him before. I don't remember where, when, or why, but why? Because he's a
There's a
pool
whole
player.
treasure trove on the on what's now digital pool
Yeah.
that we got to
yeah.
bring over.
Yeah, I just wish I had time to do it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I own it. I mean, yeah, I sold it. Yeah, I don't know. Who they don't even use the page, you know? If I didn't have to refund the money, I'd be happy for him just to give it back to me.
Maybe he's interested in a trade. Maybe we can
I
give him
actually
some
talked to
diamond
him.
hats.
I actually talked to him a few weeks ago. I had an idea, and then it wasn't a good idea. Well, once we talked for a few, I didn't even give him the idea. Because once we had a conversation, Isaac, his name is, good guy, man, smart. And it looks like he's doing well with the digital pool, so maybe he doesn't need
Yeah.
it. You know. Who else impressed you for this Sarajevo? I
You
say
know
right,
what?
Sarajevo.
Bosnia, Sarajevo. You got to listen, and it's look. We talk endless about the Polish players, and here you have
Oh yeah,
two Polish guys in the top five. You know,
I love it.
they're rocking and rolling, and
I love that the Polish guys are always in there. Is that derogatory calling them Polish? No,
no,
Polacks.
I think
Polacks is
Polacks is
derogatory.
derogatory.
What kind of country has two names, Bosnia and Herzegovina?
Herzegovina. Yeah, I don't know if it was a merger many years ago.
Remember there was a war there.
Yeah, is it like Trinidad Tobago? Like
Oh, I'm going to look into that. And not share it with you guys. One thing that I noticed for the PLP event that's happening starts tomorrow. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn off my notifications, and then it keeps beeping. One thing that I did notice, it must not be a very wealthy. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Must not be a wealthy country because the daily tickets are $10.
yeah.
And all 8 days of action. This makes no sense. Day tickets start. Okay, maybe it does make sense. Day tickets start at $10, while season passes, meaning all 8 days, is $82. You can go all week for $82. Whereas one day at Moscone, it's a couple hundred. Why is Tyler in the PLP?
That's what I was going to put. I want to go on one of these gambling sites and make a parlay on what day he's going to concede on.
Bro, you have don't come on, killing me.
Hey, you're the one who screamed that he was a bitch in the camera last week. This is what I'm doing is
No, but I
mild.
beeped it out and I put a quacky quack sound there. And I put BI for captions. I put BISSAHHHH.
100% better.
You know where I learned that from? Matt Rife. I watch that guy constantly. You watch him, Matt Rife?
No.
You don't watch comedians?
Oh, I'm a Dice Clay guy. You know, I watch
You
comedians
gotta
from the
watch
80s.
this Matt Rife, bro. I'll send you a link. This kid is so freaking funny, and the thing that he does, and in one show he talked about it. He busts balls of he does a lot of crowd work where he's talking to people. He don't care that you're handicapped. In fact, he looks for you if you're handicapped, and he busts your balls. And just some of the stuff is just wild, 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 wild. What he says, and the handicapped people, I think they love it because they're getting attention, you know. And
Yeah.
if you think about it, no comedians ever talk about the handicapped people, you know, whatever. Fuck. Sorry, cut that out. I can't believe I forgot to turn my notifications off. But now you see how busy I am. Anything else you want to talk about the European Open?
No, I mean we had that. Those of you who pay the $9.99 for WNT TV, you know, I think that's where that Jayson Shaw interview took place, where he started running his mouth about filler and how he was going to play with the Mosconi Cup intensity, and imagine Josh being on Team USA, and then, you know, obviously he got dog walked, and then he had that post about how people were talking shit to him, and if you got something to say it to his face. You know, I think that's the issue when it comes to not backing up your shit talk, is that people are going to point the finger and laugh about it, and I think that was that was a funny moment that not a lot of people see. Matter of fact, I didn't even see it. You know, I had a conversation with Luis about it, and he filled me in on all that. So it was just extra, you know, fodder for the whole thing that went down. It was,
Right.
I don't know.
All right. Well, for me, the event was not exciting. Was not. I'm actually surprised we're even doing a show on it. But to be fair, I guess we should.
Yeah, I mean, it's considered a major event. I mean, any one of these opens, Euro, UK, US.
Yeah. Is it? That was okay.
There seemed to be there's 250 players there. It just seemed that, you know, 150 of them, you didn't know who the hell they were.
Yes, that's, to me, that's not major. But you could say that about US Open too, right?
Yeah. Maybe they're saying that about us. Who the hell are these guys?
Oh, they say it about us. You know who we are? We're just two guys. And you know what? We're nobody. We're nobody. If you say I'm nobody, then I'm nobody. Hey, something interesting. Can we get off that topic? We're done with that topic?
Yeah, we're done.
Something
Congrats,
interesting.
Josh Filler. Salud.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
The killer.
Well, one thing that I did see, I shared it earlier. I think it's Josh's table mechanic. Josh tagged him in a post.
Oh, with the Apex tape, yeah.
And so I went to the guy's page, and then I shared something from his page. But something I saw on Josh's page, which I thought was cool. I never thought of this before. I would have never thought to do this, nor would I thought to do what Josh did. So, you know, Matchroom, one of the cool things about Matchroom is they always do the confetti at the end. And I noticed that Josh had a jar where he saved the confetti. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Speaking of Josh, one thing I noticed, and once again, I was talking to Luis about it. You really saw how much Emily dislikes him. This is the first time ever she didn't hand the winner the trophy.
Wow.
And she made somebody else stand between the person who handed him the trophy. She made him stand between her and Josh in the photographs. I think there's a little bad blood there.
Oh, how about that?
Somebody else reported.
Or is it Predator?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's both. Maybe they're a team. I know Josh and Pia, they love Predator. They're not going anywhere. They love Kareem. They get treated like royalty.
Yeah, and I bet you the check is probably pretty badass, right?
Yeah. And look, what did he get? 40,000 for that win. What is he gonna? He gets that on a off day in the WPA side. Who's that page that you always bring? That's the 77. Is it 77 billiards or?
Yeah, you're right. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll clip it on. Or no, you do the edits now. Let me show you. Billiard 77 or something like that. Yeah. Look at that. You're right.
Yeah. She wouldn't even
It's
lean
like,
in. Yeah, so that's 77 Billiards. They posted something today about how there's a merger. Obviously, the merger is back on, and you can play on either side. But she's not posting anything of it because she must have took a total reaming in the collective efforts.
look at this shirt. Would you wear this? Do you wear player shirts?
What do you mean player shirts? Like
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 the player,
like sport, like football jerseys?
let's say a football jersey.
Yeah, sometimes. Maybe like
Who's your team? The Eagles?
I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
All right, so would you wear a Perry shirt?
Yes, of
All
course.
right. All right, so would you wear a pool player shirt?
Nah, probably not.
Why don't we do that?
I wear the jerseys with my name on it, but
Yeah, why
I
don't we do
don't.
that? Would you wear this if you wore? This is wild. This is the back way shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if. Yeah, I mean it's wild. It's like a ninja dude, like not ninja, but I don't know what the guy's like a ninja guy. Um, it, it the thing is it looked nice. It looked matchroom nice, but it's I should I'm gonna do this, but it's not a big crowd. There's how many people are there? There's nobody
Nah,
there.
I read a couple comments. Somebody said, "What is there? 15 people here?"
So look, I'm gonna count one, two. I'm counting. I'm gonna count seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 25, 50. It was too. It's not even all. It's at wait. So 25. So one side is 50. The other side is 50. That's it.
And she puts those little
Then there's VIPs down here.
Yeah.
It's a crowd of 120 people.
You know, I don't know what Bosnia's pool scene is, but obviously it ain't too poppin'. I think she signs these deals with these places where where she can get any little something, and I think it takes away from the game. It's like you're not going to have American baseball in Russia. It's
Right. I I think there might be an upside to this. I kind of do see an upside. I think, and I don't think it will be every time, um, or every instance, but it is a good way to spread the sport around and maybe grow a following.
yeah.
You know, think about how the NFL goes to England every year, right? I don't think anytime in the near future there will be an England team or a Europe
Well,
team.
30 years ago they had NFL Europe all through the 90s and everything. I mean, there's been a base there.
Yeah, but I think it's about selling
Yeah.
merchandise. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Or like when Real Madrid or whoever comes over here, I think it's more about
But I
selling
mean,
merch.
yeah, but these are world games though. It's not a one table discipline, in
Yeah.
some crazy lady's efforts to get it to
There's a
spread out.
reason. There's a reason she goes to these places. It's got to be money,
Oh,
but
of
may
course.
not be her money. Maybe pool is important. Like their table is Rasan, right? Maybe it's important for Rasan for them to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
I seen that Eddie Hearn was getting involved in some of the promotion now, and those of you who don't know, Barry Hearn, who runs Matchroom, his son is Eddie Hearn, who very poorly runs boxing via DAZN. I know there's been several instances where Oscar De La Hoya, who runs Golden Boy Promotions, he's shit all over Eddie Hearn and how this guy shouldn't even be in the sport. So I know Eddie Hearn is getting involved, and that DAZN and that whole European thing. I know they have connections here and there. To with the multi-sport, Matchroom multi-sport and all that. I think she might be failing, and then she's calling on Eddie Hearn for help in spreading out, or just finding a place.
Or maybe she's not calling because she doesn't have the personality where she's at reaching out for help.
Yeah.
She might be getting told you're getting help.
Yeah.
She doesn't have I need help personality. She has I'm the best in the world personality. And I don't need help personality. And I'm the queen of everything personality.
Yeah. And
that's
what I see. That's what I see it as failure.
Is she still big? I don't follow her, so I don't know. But let me look.
She's good for at least 20 selfies a week. She's a narcissist.
But is it still her promoting herself?
Yeah, she'll talk about
Emily, what's her last name? Emily
Frazier.
Frazier. I can't believe I forgot that.
She is a psychiatrist extreme. I mean she's a narcissist in the 10th degree. Her promotional attempts are selfies.
Maybe he was sick or something, because she is in a picture with him, but maybe he was sick or she was sick. Oh, I don't like her hair like this. Ooh, horrible. Why would you do that? Oh, why is your hair like that, Em? I think she's pretty, bro. I know you don't like her, but I think she's very pretty. I like that she's an alpha female like that. I like that. I know you don't. I know. Listen, I know she hates my guts. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Hate her back. That's what I do.
I don't hate her, bro. I don't hate her. Oh yeah, with the selfies. Like what? Why would you post that?
Yeah, you're posting taking a selfie of some other person's picture of you taking a selfie.
Let me tell you guys something. You kids at home, social media page. Rob knows it. I think he follows it. I think he does. I'm not going to tell you what it is here. I mean, it's not a secret, but I'm not telling you to promote it. It's got 11,000 followers, 11,400 followers. Some of you guys at home actually follow it. I don't know why you do. Anyway, she's got 20,000 followers.
That's a Bart level of following.
She doesn't have a lot of likes or comments or shares. 20,000 followers. Here's a post that she posted a couple days ago. It's got 196 likes.
Yeah,
196 likes.
And that's probably her on her burner accounts.
196 likes. You got 20,000 followers. You got 20,000 followers. Now
it just goes to show if you have 18 to 20,000 followers, you could be telling a lie. You could be a sponsor poacher, and you could be telling a lie.
How many? Okay, I'm just going to screenshot this. This is my page. Again, I'm not trying to promote my page. I'm not hiding my page. And I'm not saying every post is like this, right? So I have 11,000 followers. I just screenshot this. I'm just editing it. This is no bullshit. Oh, what happened here? Oh, what? I got 11,000 followers. I got 9,000 less followers, sir. That's one. Now they're not all that many, but some are more, right? But
maybe people are turned off by giant teeth and narcissism.
I like her, bro. Emily, I like you.
I don't.
Make this a clip. Emily Frazier, I like you. I'm going to take this clip. Don't do that. Oh, stop. I like her. I'm okay that she hates me. I'm okay with it. Many people hate me, but I like her. She's doing stuff for the sport. And yes, sometimes she makes mistakes. And sometimes I call them out, and that's why she hates me. And I'm okay with that. I make mistakes too. People call me out. I'm okay with it. I don't know if you saw the Greg I don't know
Hogue.
how to say his Greg Hogue post. I actually commented on it because so Greg posted, which I thought was freaking awesome. Greg posted that 12 hours ago. This was this is what he wrote. This was AZ Billiards wishing me happy birthday. Next picture is a dick talking about me being a drug addict with no teeth on the same thread. All I try to do is help players play better. Some people really suck. So here's this really cool post of AZ Billiards saying, "Hey Greg, Greg's been open about his substance abuse, but he's I think 6 years clean.
Good for
Good
him.
for him."
Yeah.
And some guy named D has haters. How's this guy relevant? He's an instructor with an expired license, robbing people. He has no teeth and a drug addict.
People are fucking scumbags on social media, bro.
Scumbags. And I said to him, he's got too many comments on here now. I said, embrace the haters. You got them paying attention to you while nobody's paying attention to them. I got a lot of haters. I'm okay with it. You know what? Hate me. A local guy here, artist, very well-known, famous artist, told me the only thing you want to do is create emotion. With my photography,
Yeah.
create emotion. If it's good emotion or bad emotion, all you want to do is create emotion. Not everybody's going to like everything you like, but you win if you create emotion. So you can easily, that guy D or whatever his name is, you can easily say, well, hey, okay, yeah, guy had a drug problem, but he doesn't now. He's actually considered one of the best instructors in the country, and he goes out and plays some pro events every year. Not a lot, but a few, and he does well. But at least he turned his life around. He's doing the right thing, right?
Yeah.
And this guy D, whatever his name is, what have you done?
Jack shit.
Nothing. You have to leave dumb comments for somebody even to pay attention to you. And people have said that to me. Who are you? And you've seen them too. Who are you to say that Bergman sucks or Bergman this? The Bergman boys, right? I'm a fan. That's who I am.
I was on the page and I reported that guy. That guy's a scumbag. He says some horrible shit. The guy that keeps chatting about Bergman.
Yeah, I don't even read the comments, to be honest with you. I should probably. So sometimes I do. But if you're a Bergman juice drinker, then fine. I'm not your guy, And the other thing that is funny is because I don't play as good as him, I shouldn't be able to talk. Well, then there should be no sports radio in the world, right? There should be no TV commentators. Al Michael in the booth on Monday night, he didn't play football.
He's never taken a hand off, yeah.
Yeah, come on. What are you like? Are you really that ignorant? All right, do your shout out. I've already done mine.
My shout out is just to the Hong Kong boys, Robbie Capito, Loho Sum. It's a great showing by both of those guys. They actually had to play in the round of 32, but specifically Loho Sum, him getting to the round of 8, having never been there before. I sent him a congratulatory note. Hey dude, proud of you, awesome run. He seemed down about it, I'm just not on that level yet. But I think this is what builds not only character but experience. And I look for more in the future. Not only from him, but for Robbie as well. Obviously, we're giant fans of Robbie, but the two of them, they're I know they played together in the World Cup before, so obviously they're friends, and having gone through that together, that was enjoyable to see. I wish they wouldn't have had to play each other until the last day, but it was good to see them in it and having a chance and competing to gain experience and get further, as top tier players. So Robbie, Loho, congratulations, guys.
Does Robbie have a room or something? I saw a Robbie Capito room or something?
The Capito Lounge, yeah. He's got a little spot.
Does he own that?
I think so, yeah.
Well, it's too bad that he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to come on and talk about it.
every time I message him, he's always like, "Yeah, let's do it."
He's full
I
of
know the
shit.
dude's
Capito,
all
you're full of
over.
shit. I do want to say this. Braxton Powers. Is that his name?
Austin.
No. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I
No, it's
really right.
Braxton.
Okay.
It's Braxton.
Braxton Powers. I said it. Braxton Powers. Hello, my name is Jay. I'm from Level 2 Billiards. I would like for you to send my friend Rob a piece of that chalk that you are talking about.
Somebody say products?
TP chalk. He's got it. He's got it to give it to you. Braxton Powers. Let me. Where's the?
Oh, this is official now.
That's official. Hi, Braxton. My name is Jay, and I have a show called Level 2 Billiards Live for the Level 2 Billiards Live Instagram page, which only has 150 followers, maybe more. Braxton, I saw your video about the TPC chalk, not TPC, the
TP.
TP chalk, and that you're doing a giveaway. We cannot do giveaways. That's not fair. We want pool players to win it. But can you send that guy Rob a piece of that chalk? Because I was very interested about it. I saw your video. I even shared your video. And I started following TP Chalk. Looks very interesting. Made in China. I like the pink too. Pink must be a big color. And not only Braxton Powers, which I happen to find your Instagram page very enjoyable. If you want, you can come on and talk to us about it. We can talk about other things. I know you don't need us. You got 3 million followers, and I have 165. He has 370,000 followers, which when you only have 100 and however many I have, it's 3 million. So Braxton, maybe you can help a brother out and send. I have 145 followers now. It's a new page. It's the third 3.0. The old page is broken. That's for you guys at home. The old page is broken. That's why I started a new page. It's just easier to start it over. Sometimes you got to trade the car in, right? Braxton, can you send my guy piece of chalk? One piece. He just wants to try it so that we can talk about it. That's all. We just want to talk about it.
I'm good for at least 6 hours a night of playing pool. I'll give it an honest run.
And I'm not even saying send me a piece. We're not trying to glom free chalk from you. We both can afford chalk. We just want to talk about it. And we know you have it. One piece. You can even send him a used piece. Rob, you'd be okay if you send a used piece.
Pre-started. I prefer pre-started.
Oh, it's actually better. Braxton, please send him a piece. If I was trying to glom free chalk from you, I'd say send it to me and I'll send it to Rob or send Rob. No, I'm not even trying to get it for me. I'm just saying. Rob has, we're going to start a new segment. I'll tell you the secret. We're going to start a new segment and we'd like to start with that chalk. Right? That's good. We're getting that other piece too. I don't want to say until it gets here, but
I'm basing my Q10 Clan season premiere around that.
That piece that we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
It looks, I don't want to say what it is, but it looks quirky, but it looks like it works well.
I think it's gonna work better, be a better money saver over the pieces that go on the other side.
Yes. Yeah. But it looks like it works. It legitimately looks like it works. Weird looking, odd, but. And we're going to go see him at Super Billiards Expo. John W. Did John W. reach out to you?
No.
John W. is going to be at Super Billiards Expo.
Oh, yes.
I said, make sure you run into us. We'll get you on video. And then he made a fat joke about me. So, John, it's okay, John. I'm fat. It's all right. It wasn't mean-spirited. I knew what yeah. All right, let's wrap it up. 45 minutes. I love it.
Let's not forget to thank our sponsor. Off the Rail Apparel, you can find them at offtherailapparel.com, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, OnlyFans. You can find them all. I am the Gangster of Pool. This is Level 2 Billiards Live. We have Instagram pages, but most importantly, check out our YouTube pages because that is what we are trying to grow. Not our bellies, our pages.
Like the page, follow us. Leave a comment. If somebody left a nice comment, I would get involved.
Stop making diabetes jokes. How about you just follow us and click the thumbs up?
I don't have diabetes, which is weird because I'm 400 pounds. You kids at home, have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Salud.
Level 2 Billiards. We have fun here.